Hello graduates, are you looking for some respectful government job? My dear friends, there are thousands like you who are looking for these few coveted government jobs. If you want to get one of them, then you have to compete with those thousands of young graduates. In this video, I will tell you about top 10 government exams that you can take according to your interest and abilities to get a good job in various government organizations like civil administration, railways, banks, and public sector organizations, etc. If you want to know details about these exams like eligibility conditions to take these exams, timing of the examination and duration of the exam, etc., then keep watching this video till the very end. Let us start with the mother of all the exams in India, the Civil Services Exam, also known as Indian Administrative Service Exam. The Civil Services Examination is a national level competitive examination in India which is conducted by Union Public Service Commission for recruitment to various civil services of the Government of India. By clearing this coveted exam, you can join Indian Administrative Service, Indian Foreign Service, and Indian Police Service, along with various other central government services like Indian Audit and Account Services, Indian Customs and Central Excise Service, Indian Defence Account Service, and Indian Revenue Services, to name a few. It is a grade A level examination. Age limit for taking this exam is 21 to 32 years. Notification of Civil Services Exam is generally released in the months of February and March, and the preliminary exam is held in the month of May, June, followed by mains exam in September, October, and the interview by the month of February and March next year. Although any graduate can take this exam, but he can take only 6 attempts to clear it. Indian Forest Services Exam. Indian Forest Services Exam, acronym as IFS exam, is taken by the UPSC for recruiting officers for the Indian Forest Service. The Indian Forest Service officers recruited through UPSC play a crucial role in the management and supervision of the country's forest reserves and wildlife. Selected candidates are sent for foundation training at the Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration, followed by specialized training at the Indira Gandhi National Forest Academy, Dehradun. You should have a bachelor's degree with at least one of the subjects, namely mathematics, physics, chemistry, botany, zoology, geology, statistics, veterinary science, and animal husbandry, or hold a bachelor's degree in engineering, forestry, agriculture, or medicine to apply for this examination. Besides, you must have attained the age of 21 years on 1st August of the year of examination and must not have attained 32 years of the age on that date. The upper age limit will be relaxed for the candidates who belong to the reserved categories. Notification for this exam is released in the month of February, and the preliminary examination is held in the month of May. In fact, the preliminary examination of ICS and IFS are same. The final examination is usually held in the month of December. Combined Engineering Services Exam. If you are an engineering graduate, specifically in civil, mechanical, electrical, and electronics and telecommunication trade, the Combined Engineering Services Exam is for you. Indian Engineering Services Examination or Combined Engineering Services Exam, acronym as IES exam, is conducted by the Union Public Service Commission of India for the recruitment of engineers to the 4 categories of engineering services, namely civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and electronics and telecommunication engineering, to various posts in governmental organizations like the Indian Railways, Central Engineering Service, Survey of India, engineering branches of Indian Ordnance Factories Service, Military Engineer Services, Indian Telecommunication Services, Central Power Engineering Services, and Central Water Engineer Services, etc. To be eligible to take this exam, you must possess a BE degree or equivalent in the relevant branch and must have attained the age of 21 years and must not have attained the age of 30 years on the 1st August of the year of the exam. Notification of this exam is released in the month of September, and the preliminary exam is usually held in the month of January. Combined Defence Services Exam. If you want to serve the nation by joining Indian Army, Navy or Air Force, then you need to clear Combined Defence Services exam. CDSE is conducted by the UPSC for the selection of commissioned officers in the armed forces. This is held twice in a year in the months of February and September. As far as eligibility conditions are concerned, for opting Army, you must be a graduate in any stream, and for Air Force or Navy, you must be a graduate with Maths, Physics and Chemistry as main subject at this level. Besides this, the aspiring candidates should be between the age group of 18 years to 24 years, and Indian, single and physically and mentally fully fit. After clearing the written examination, the candidates are called for SSB followed by medical examination after recommendation. After a year or so, long successful military training, the young cadets are inducted into the regular Army, Air Force and Navy as commissioned officers. So guys, if you want to wear that coveted uniform studded with shining stars and stripes on your shoulder, then CDSE is the exam for you. RBI Grade B exam. RBI stands for Reserve Bank of India, the apex bank of powerful Indian banking system. And a Grade B officer's post in Reserve Bank of India is considered as a highly esteemed government job in India. For recruitment to this post, Reserve Bank of India conducts the RBI Grade B exam annually, drawing participation for lakhs of the students. Besides working in a reputed role with the central bank of the country, the numerous perks offered to the RBI Grade B officer makes it the most sought-after job among a large number of students. After cracking this exam, you can go for entry-level management cadre. Notification of this exam is out in June and exam is held in August. The maximum age limit for taking this exam is 32 years, which is applicable for all category candidates. Total number of attempts available for this exam is 6. SBI PO exam. The largest public sector commercial bank of India is SBI. It conducts SBI PO exam to recruit probationary officers for branches of State Bank of India across the nation. After cracking this 3-stage examination, you have to go through 2 years training before getting the post of probationary officer. Notification of this exam is generally out in April. Preliminary exam is usually held in the month of June and mains in August. For taking this exam, you must have done graduation with not less than 60% marks. Age limits for this exam are 21 to 30 years and you can take this exam maximum of 4 times. So be well prepared for taking this exam. IBPS PO-MT exam. Institute of Banking Personnel Selection Probationary Officer and Management Trainee exam, acronym as IBPS PO-MT exam, is conducted by the Institute of Banking Personnel Selection for the selection of personnel for the post of probationary officer and management trainee in the 20 participating public sector banks. Unlike SBI PO exam, where a graduate with 60% marks is eligible to take the exam, there is no minimum marks requirement to take IBPS PO-MT exam. As there are more than 20 public sector banks that accept IBPS PO-MT scorecard, so there are more chances of getting the post of PO by appearing in this exam. Besides, IBPS PO-MT exam is considered a little easier than SBI PO exam. Notification for IBPS PO exam is generally released in the month of July and preliminary exam is held in October followed by mains in November. Age limit for this exam is 20 to 30 years and relaxation in the age has been given to reserved category. The next exam is also from banking sector and that is IBPS SO exam. Institute of Banking Personnel Selection Specialist Officer Combined Written Exam, acronym as IBPS Specialist Officer CWE, is conducted usually twice in a year by the Institute of Banking Personnel Selection as a prerequisite for selection of candidates for the post of specialist officers like IT Officer Scale 1, Agricultural Field Officer, Rajbhasha Adhikari, Law Officer, HR Personnel Officer and Marketing Officer Scale 1. The educational qualification and age criteria varies according to the post and there is no restriction related to the number of attempts in IBPS SO exam. Notification for this exam is usually released in the month of October, November, and preliminary exam is held in the month of December. Next exam in the list of top 10 government services exams is SSC CGLE. Staff Selection Commission Combined Graduate Level Exam, acronym as SSC CGLE, is conducted by the Staff Selection Commission every year for the recruitment of various gazetted and non-gazetted posts in the central government departments like Assistant Audit Officer, Assistant Accounts Officer, Assistant Section Officer, and Inspector of Income Tax and Central Excise, etc. SSC Graduate Level Exam has assumed more importance after 2010, as it is the only test left after scrapping all the other SSC exams like Tax Assistant Exam, Section Officers Exam, SSC CPO Exam, and Statistical Investigator Exam, etc. To recruit people in government departments, notification for this exam is generally out in February-March. An exam is taken in May-August. To take this exam, you must not be below than 18 and above than 32 years. Next in the line is LIC AAO exam. Life Insurance Corporation Assistant Administrative Officer exam is conducted for the recruitment of Assistant Administrative Officer in the LIC. Generally, the notification for this exam is out in the month of March. An exam is held from March to August. For taking this exam, your age must be between 21 to 30 years. After being selected, you have to go through 6 months training. These were top 10 exams that are held at national level for providing job opportunities to graduates in various central government departments. Besides these exams, there is one more exam for graduates that can help them to grab good positions in the state administrative services, and that exam is known by the name of the state, like Punjab Civil Services Exam or Haryana Civil Services Exam. These exams are held for recruitment of the candidates to the posts like State Civil Services Officers, Deputy Superintendent of the Police, and Tehsildar, etc. These exams are held as and when there are vacancies in the respective states. The eligibility conditions like age limits, etc. too vary from state to state as per their service rules. So guys, I have let you know about some of the top government exams that can help you get good positions in various government organizations. Besides these exams, you can also take some like CTET, IBPS and SBI clerk and RRB exam to get little lower level jobs. I would like to remind you that videos containing the detailed information of all these exams have already been uploaded on our channel. You can go and check out. I hope by now you know about almost all the government exams that you can take after your graduation. So move ahead, take the exam which is most suited to your interest and liking. In the end, I would like to tell you that it is easy to think that we will take an exam and get our dream job. It is not that easy, but not impossible at the same time. With proper planning and dedication, you can crack any of this and compete with lakhs of others to grab your dream job. That's all from this video, guys. I hope you find this video informative. If you like the video, give us thumbs up, and along with your friends and family, share it on your WhatsApp groups, Twitter, Facebook and Instagram so that others can also get advantage from it. For more such informative videos, subscribe Target Study YouTube channel, and to get regular notifications, hit the bell icon. Thank you for watching.